All right, now, welcome to the IBringit Everyday channel, and I see some people. Hello, welcome in. I saw Kitty Cat's Knit Place. There we go, Squirrel Ray. Thank you so much for coming. Uh-oh, let me close my computer. Now it's picking up my. It's weird. So anyway, I'm trying this without StreamYard, so I wanted to see how this would go. But anyway, the reason that I'm here in this random way is well, we got stuck in some crazy traffic and it got us like 2 hours behind, which is terrible. So I'm not able to cook tonight, but I just wanted to see who wanted to come in and chit chat. And I'm just like gonna work on a little stuff and chat and we'll talk about food or whatever you guys want to do. So that's where we are. It's one of those days where it's like, ah. So anyway, we got Suzanne. Good to see you. Welcome in. Let me see. Now, what is happening over here? Oh, we got Moses. Hello. Yes, good to see you. All right. And thanks for the squirrel raid. I know Mimi's here somewhere. Oh, what did I get at Ollie's? Okay, so Moses, we didn't get anything at Ollie's, did we? No. Um, he was looking at they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, anyway, so let me back up a little bit with the story. So we went to Ollie's and we were just trying to see like what they had, and they had a bunch of stuff. And I was gonna make a video, but then I was like, it's like nothing new that people haven't really seen. Um, so the yarn was gone. I'll just tell you that first of all. They had a lot of that the squiggly yarn. You know, I mean they had all that hand knit yarn. So it was like psh. So I wasn't really digging that. And then they had a lot of Christmas stuff, which we have a lot of Christmas stuff, so we're good. You know, we didn't buy any of that. And they had a ton of cookbooks, which we could have bought about 75 if we had wanted to, but we didn't buy the cookbooks. So even though I'm not sponsored, I would say if you want some cookbooks, Christmas and otherwise, Ollie's is killing it right now. Like if you need a cookbook for anything, you're good. Yeah, so I would tell anybody just to get in there. But thanks for the question, Suzanne. I got She Spins. Hey, we were just talking about you. My husband and I were talking about you. We're like, what's she doing? We don't know. Hopefully your eyes are better. Yes, we got Gracie Carey. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Yes, good to see you. So, like I said, this week has been very interesting. And so apparently in our area, there have been so many car accidents that we are lucky that we have avoided them because my husband and have been going like basically around to avoid the highway because it's just been a weird driving situation. So we have not been going on the highway at all, like just not doing it. And Gunner, hello, Muniz, good to see you. Hello. Yeah, so we have not been driving, but anyway, I just wanted to try. I tried to do a preset live stream with the YouTube stream, and it just like errored out. So there was that. So I'm like, oops, that's not good. Yes. We've got Chris Gilbert. Hi, hello, I bring it. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I know that's right. Happy holidays to all. Yep, good to see you. So she's been just saying, oh, hopefully final post-surgery appointment on the 17th. Then I can get my glasses for dry. Oh, thank goodness. Because I was thinking about you and you haven't really been on. Like you've been on, but not really. So I'm like, what's going on with She Spins? So now we know. Thank you for sharing. We got, I think it's Niall. NLE Chopa Jr. Hello. I don't know if I'm reading that right. Hello. Let's see, Suzanne. Wow, I thought you lived in the country. Well, so here's the crazy thing. We moved here. We are in the country, but we're literally, I think, 6 miles from Target. Target and Dick's. Yeah. And so now it's filling in. So this is tragic. So now we have to move further out. Oh, we have Tim Lopez. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah, so much for the country. Because what's happening is everybody's moving out. More people are moving out. So then the roads are getting crazy. So there've been like crazy accidents. And we have a lot of truckers coming through, which is bad. Yeah, so let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody. Yes. So thank you for coming in. So anyway, so my cooking bombed out because there was no way we could have done it today. So I'm going to have to do a video. And what I wanted to do was to do some pie crust. And I don't know if you guys make pies or do pie crust, but That's one of those skills that's really helpful for the holidays, like when you're meeting up with people to make the pie crust yourself. Now, you can buy them at the store, but it's really good if you can do it yourself because there's really nothing in it, very few ingredients. So I just want to kick that out there for people who are interested. So hopefully I'm going to have to make a video because it's just was not happening today because we literally walked in the door about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So anyway, happy birthday to Tim. Yes. Oh, I meant to turn this thing off. So I got some motivation coming through here. I meant to turn that off, but it looks like it's still going. Medical Dairy. Hello from Pakistan. Wow, that's far. We're in the USA. Hello. And we got So Blessed. Hello. And she's saying, hey, I bring it. Good to see you. Oh, which country do I belong? So we're in the United States and we're in Pennsylvania. If you look, you know where that is on the map. We're on the East Coast of the USA. Yes. So that's not, yeah. I'm not real exciting over here. You guys are more exciting over there in Pakistan. Yes. And So Blessed is saying good evening at chat. So, so today, as part of my little thing, I changed the Nightbot. If you want to drop your link, just type respect, like Aretha Franklin's song. Ah, Mrs. Hi, hello. Good to see you. Mrs. Hi. Oh, I wish you could come up and sing. That would be awesome. But I don't have my StreamYard running right now. Oh, yes. And then, yes, she's been saying, yeah, by the time I get home from work, I'm tired. Yeah, so there's just been like a lot of weird accidents, in the area. And see, part of the problem is we are kind of a crossroad. We're in the like the state of Pennsylvania, if you look at it, it looks like a little square like this. And we're kind of right in the middle. And so there's roads that kind of run through where we are. And so people run to New York City. So we're a couple hours from New York City, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how fast you drive. And yeah. So let's see. Oh, I am replying. Oh, do I use butter or shortening? So I used to use shortening, but I'm starting to sort of rethink that. But I was looking at some of the substitutions for shortening, and they say you can do a combination of butter and shortening, or you can also replace it with coconut oil. And coconut oil sort of has a similar, consistency for shortening. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, So bless. So there we go. And medical dairy, I think I did say. You asked me, yeah, what country? So we're in the United States, and we're on the East Coast. We're in Pennsylvania. Okay. And then, do you use butter or shortening? Got that. Hey, we got Scott, Controversial Cruising, one of the members. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thanks for coming in. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can definitely do that. So, and Suzanne's saying, LOL, I buy an unrolled pie crust. You can do that. Just make sure that did somebody give some memberships here? What's happening? And let's see. Yes. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? That's for Nile. I think it's Nile. Mrs. Hi, hello, Katja. Yes, thank you. Let me see. Mrs. Hi gifted IBringit Everyday memberships. Let's see who got them. Now let's see if I can scroll. Can I scroll? Oh, I don't want to scroll. I'm losing it now. I can't see the chat. I got to open this up. Hang on. Thank you, Mrs. Hi. So let's see. Keep smiling. Keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. Oh, that's what friends are for. All right, Mrs. Hi, thank you so much. Now I have to get back to my chat. I think I lost the chat. Because I touched on the green screen. Oh, Andrea Lachey sent a gift. Andrea, thank you so much. Thanks for coming in. Now, of course, I lost my chat. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it now. This is bad. I'm completely frozen. Let's see. Well, thank you. Let me see if I can go down. No, I can't go down. I'm trying to scroll here. Cannot scroll. Oh, Lord. Hey, Mr. IBringit, can you tell me who got the memberships? and type it in the chat? I don't know if you can see that. Hang on. But thank you so much, and I hope everybody enjoys the membership. So let's see if I can get in here. Oh, Lord. See, this is when you try something new. This is what happens. All right. Let me see if I can do it this way. I'll have to do it this way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. And now, am I freezing? Let's see. Okay. And I'm not. There we go. All right. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can see it now. Oh, we got So Blessed got one. Let's see. Oh, yay, Michelle Crochet's got one. Happy Life was gifted one. Boucher Street. All right. Okay, I think I got it. So Blessed, Boucher Street, Happy Life, Buddha. Buddha of Destiny got one. And then yay, Michelle. Yes, Michelle Crochets. Yes. All right, I got it. Woo. Yeah, looks like my screen is dead on my phone. I'm like, I don't know. Well, thank you, Mrs. High. But you gotta, okay, so type respect, Mrs. High, in the chat so that people can connect with you. Yes. Oh, you have, oh, so Dria's saying, Kelly, you have an aunt that favors you? Really? Uh-oh. You think we're related? We might be. You never know. All right now. That is crazy. So there's Mrs. High's link. Yay. So check her out. She's a singer. So she does some crazy karaoke. Not crazy, but like it's off the chain. That is awesome. All right now. So we did it. So that's the sad plan of so getting back to our life is that living in the country was awesome. But what had happened was people are moving out, from the city into the country. So the country's getting busy. And I'm finding, and especially, I don't know if in other cities, but a lot of people are moving out of the city into the country, and then the country's getting busy. So that's kind of like what's happening. And like the other day, like we have these tractor trailers coming through, and there's been really, really weird accidents. And about a year ago, people got caught on this highway by our house for like 24 hours because it was icy and snowy. And there was like a complete, chain. What do you call it? Back to back accidents where people were getting injured and stuff. It was crazy. And then they got stuck there. And it was 24 hours by the time they got done. And these poor people were in their cars for close to maybe 18 hours. Terrible. So that's what happened. So this is what's happening in our world. And yes, and oh, that's the other thing. Yes, Suzanne, you're right. So people drive crazy around the holidays. That is true. So you remember, and that's a good um, point. Just be careful. Just take your time. Don't rush. It's bad. Yes, please don't rush. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh no, that's funny. Okay, so there's Mrs. High. Good, good, good. And then Chris Gilbert said, let's see. Oh, Steve-O's here. I know I missed somebody. See, yeah, so Buddha got one. Oh, no membership for, yeah, so the way these memberships work, Medical Dairy, is that YouTube just goes, it's very random, and they just go, here's one, here's one, here's one. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And we got Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hello. Hello. But, come back. You never know. You might get one. We got Steve-O. He's saying, hey, Kelly, and all in the chat. Happy Friday. So how's your Friday the 13th going? Not to laugh, but like today was interesting for us. It's been not bad, but not great. So hopefully yours is going better than ours is, everybody. Yeah. So there we go. But that's funny. Adria's saying the hair, and she looks exactly like you, but one of my mom's sisters. Oh, so we could be related. You never know. I've been finding like people find out they're related all the time and they have no idea. That's pretty funny. Yes. And Mrs. High said, Kelly comes and sings too on my show. She's a fabulous singer. Oh, thank you. Yes. And then Moses is a slow typer. I found it, Moses. Yeah, I had to go on my other device because I think my phone froze. At least the chat is not moving like I would like it to go. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm afraid. Do I want to even touch this and cause mayhem? I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'm going to keep going. Let's see. Oh, Mrs. High, I live in Florida, so a lot of people come from up north down here and drive crazy. Yes, they do. And the few times we've gone to Disney, I'm usually going down that main drag. I don't know what that is. International Drive, and I'm going, I'm watching all the crazy. Yes. And then, oh, Suzanne said, I'm out and I'm back by noon. Her shopping, yes. And then greetings to Wellness with Frugal Mama. And then, yes. And then Chris Gilbert saying, yes, Mrs. High, time to party. I know. So that's crazy. Let's see. Oh, Crossover Paranormal Society is here. Hey, everyone. Yes. And we blame people from the north. Well, I mean, these people are, I mean, they're aggressive. I will say. If you ever go to New York City, get into a taxi cab and watch what happens. And we got Biela's comment. Hello, hello. Yes, good to see you. We got LaBelle. Hello. Boy, good to see you. Wow, that's crazy. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. On Steve-O said, this Friday the 13th starts the 12th day of Christmas countdown. Just saying. Oh, okay. And Mrs. High's asking Steve how he's doing. Yeah, it's been weird. So anyway, so like I said, we sort of our life got a little thrown around by some traffic. So, but not in a bad way. You know, we weren't in it, so I was like, phew, yes, yeah, like we missed it. But I just went, oh my goodness, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let me see. Can I move this out the way? No. But that's great, Mrs. High. Oh, there we go. I got it. Yes. And there's Niall Choppa Jr.'s link. And yeah, Medical Dairy. Okay, nice to meet you. Yeah, so like I said, I don't get to pick but this is really cool. Like when people gift a membership, it's a nice way to support a channel. And then people get a chance to, try some membership. So I try to like shout people out and viscosity. what, what is he talking about? Let's see. Oh, you're talking about my cooking. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see. Yes, world's best cook Kelly. She rocks. Okay, thank you. Wow. Controversial cruising viscosity. What? Let's see. But yeah, we got the memberships. Yes. So blessed is saying thank you. Why so many? Thread rolls behind you? Oh, don't ask. This is kind of a situation. So I've been trying to crochet and knit, but my output has been very slow. That's why. And these are the ones that I'm trying to work on. But you know what? They haven't moved all winter. Last winter, I had planned on all these browns and stuff. I had this blanket plan. Didn't happen. Yeah, so there's that. And then as I say, you're welcome, sweetie. So blessed. Oh, that's so nice. Chris Gilbert saying hey to Mrs. Hi. So blessed got one. Chris Gilbert, how was your day, hun? Good question. Boucher Street. Yeah, happy life. Thank you. And yeah, no membership for medical. But next time, you never know. Frugal Mama saying hi. And Buddha got one. Yes. Awesome. Very good. Okay. And then Steve-O said, hey. All right. And yes, Michelle got one. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, now it's moving. But that's funny about your aunt. Okay. There we go. People drive crazy around the holidays. Yep. Let's see. Time to party. I like that. And we blame the people from the north for the issue. Well, they do, they do drive fast. Orlando is crazy. There we go. And then Jane's here. Hello, hello. Biela's Comet. How is the doggy? And Mrs. High is checking on Steve-O. And then Crossover Paranormal Society. There we go. Yeah, New York City. Taxi is crazy. And they drive in scary. They make their own lanes. Like there might be 2 lanes, but then you'll see 4, maybe 5. And then LaBelle saying, I was really careful today, stayed on the sofa, reading, and tried to do anything that could lead to disaster. So you tried not to do anything that, yes, I got you. And then Biela's comment saying, Southerners don't know how to drive at all. Oh, Northerners are aggressive. That's correct. But at least they know traffic laws. But do they? Sorry. Yes. And then so blessed is saying, I love the attitude. Didn't get to the blanket. So that's that. Well, it's not even attitude. I'm just kind of like horrified, actually. I'm trying to like work on it, but it just didn't happen. I'm trying to give myself grace. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Yes, all right. So I caught up with the street. All right, so we're good. Okay. But anyway, what I did today, well, I've been sort of working on these I'm trying to like work through this yard. This is hard, And so I've just really, just try. I've done little small projects. So hats and but hats are not like that's not enough yarn. But up here, like this is all wool, all this brown, all this stuff like these 3 here. And then these brown ones here. And so I was like either gonna do like a blanket or a but I don't want to do a sweater because it takes a long time. Yeah. So there we go. There's the tragedy of this whole thing. And then I got some tutorials I'm trying to work, and it's just too much going on. But anyway, there's that. But anyway, so Mrs. High, are you going to be live tomorrow, Mrs. High? She's going to be doing some karaoke, I think. If you guys like karaoke, they have a great show on Saturday night. And let's see. But yeah, that's the tragedy of it, of the whole thing. And then we got Broke Fishing. Yay! Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Okay. But yeah, but I noticed that Crossover Paranormal Society goes to New York all the time. And it's funny, we're only like a couple hours and we never go. And I'm just like, ah. So we have to get over there. Like we've seen the Rockefeller Center Christmas show. If you can ever get yourselves to New York, I would recommend checking out the show with the Rockettes. And I have some pictures. I don't even know where these pictures are, but we had pictures with the Rockettes, which was kind of funny because they're like 7 feet tall and I'm 5 feet tall. And then there's that. So I look really crazy next to them. Yeah. And they're like dancers. You know how it is. It's crazy. So we have LaBelle says, use the browns with that bright yellow. Okay. Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. And see, and these all belong to each other. Ooh, I just saw an orb go by. Oh my gosh. I hope that's not an orb. Ay, ay, ay. It's been a weird day. And we had a really weird thing happen. I'm not even going to Crossover Paranormal Society. Maybe we'll talk offline. I had a weird paranormal situation happen today, and I was like, I don't know. I hope nobody followed me here. But anyway, there's that. A UFO. Yeah, well, there was a UFO or some kind of thing in New Jersey, which isn't far. Like, it's about 50, 60, 70 miles away. But there were drones and some kind of, unidentified flying things over New Jersey. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like weird stuff happens. And there's Marie Holiday. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you don't know. You know what I mean? So good to see you, Tiny T. Now where are you, Tiny T? And where are you, Marie? I know you're down south, but I can't remember where. You don't have to tell us exactly, but yeah. So that's kind of what we've been going through. And then they almost condemned our shopping mall today. It's just been like it's been like weird stuff. Yeah. So you're in Virginia. Ooh. Yeah. We spent a lot of time in Virginia. That's cool. Yeah. More northern Virginia. I don't know if you're in the northern Virginia area. But one of the things, like I said, Florida. Oh, you're in Florida in process of relocating to Georgia. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, and we got Rose Upon Rose. A rock and spiel forever. That's right. All right. See, I need to make you sing the song now. Roseanne, yeah, you got to sing the song now. We got to make you sing it. So I don't know if you guys like the Flintstones, but that's our favorite song from the Flintstones. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm sorry I'm laughing. This is great. So, yes, so bless. The underground fire is still going. So, that little town is not that far from where I am. It's actually, I don't know how many miles. Maybe, it doesn't take long. Like, it's probably 30 minutes away, maybe a little more. But yeah, it's not far. And I didn't even know that was happening. And yes, you're the first person to ever call you Roseanne. Yes. All right, so I'll give you this. Okay, I'll give you this Tiny T. This is for you. You love the Flintstones, okay? I'm going to try to do it with a straight face. It's hard. All right, here we go. All right. All right. Keep your hubby happy. Keep your hubby happy. If he's a little chubby, he's the happy pappy with rock and spiel. And we love that song. That's like our favorite. We love that so much. And there's Huga Humstead. Hey, good to see you. Yes. Yeah, we love that. So that's our little thing. We love the Flintstones. And that's like our jam. But yes, so anyway, I don't know if you guys have heard of this town. I'm going to get back to the town that's on fire. You know you had to do it, Kelly. Love you for that. Okay, thank you. But anyway, there's this town called Centralia, and it's the word central with IA at the end, and it's in Pennsylvania, and it's in the middle. And Pennsylvania has a lot of anthracite coal underground. And what happened was this town in like 1963, either they were burning trash, and somehow because there's so much coal underground, it caught fire, and it's been burning since 1963. And I don't know how many years that is. 60, what year is this? 61? 61 years, is that correct? Something like that. Yeah, 61 years it's been on fire. And they have not been able to put it out. But this town where they burn this trash has been burning since that time, and it's because it's very very toxic. They've actually had to abandon the town. Now, I when I had heard about this, and this might have been back around like 2003 or 4, I drove up there just to kind of see like what's happening, and they have eventually like bulldozed all the houses. But at the time that I went up there were probably about 30, 40, 50 homes, but there's a church left, believe it or not, that's still there, and I think a fire company. And I don't think there's anything else. And they've completely blocked the road off, or they've deviated the road, so they don't want people coming up there because it's very dangerous. Yeah, but it is on fire. So there's some good documentaries on YouTube about it. So check it out. Let's see, we got Crochet Queen. Hey, Kelly, hi. Good to see you. She's saying hi to the chat. Thanks for coming in. Yes, yep. And there are lots of YouTubers that explore the town of Centralia. That's what Moses is saying. That's correct. Oh, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'm trying to think when I was there. So what they did was they were trying to dis because it's hot, because it's because coal burns, like it burns for a very long time. And so some of the highways actually buckled because of the heat underneath, and they so that's when people had to get out of there. But they were trying, and I think they paid them like $5 for their homes, not more than that. But they condemned the area, and then they made the people move, and it was terrible. Yeah, so check it out. Maybe there's some good documentaries on that. Oh, Cheese Danish 7, is that a certificate? It is. It's not mine. That belongs to Mr. I Bring It. And we have um like he's a big learner, and I'm a big learner, and so he's got a lot of certificates. He's got more certificates than I do, but that's his. And yeah, let's see. Okay, and then Rose Upon Rose in Bedrock, Twitch, Twitch, just for you, Tiny T. I forget that song. And then what was the other song? There was one more. Remember Anne Mark Rock? Like, I love you, but I ain't gonna be your fool. That's all I remember. I don't remember the rest of the words, but I thought that was funny. Yeah. But yeah, check it out, Centralia. And then today I was gonna sort of do like a little bit of a motivational thing. And I was kind of going through some motivational quotes, and this one, now of course I need to listen to myself. Professional student. I'm so glad you said that. Because I was going to say that, but I don't want to say that. Yeah, so somebody I live with is a professional student. That is correct. I am not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh, do you like Almond Joy? Now, I don't eat those, but I've been sort of hooked on Snickers, and I have a Snickers addiction that I need to fix. Yeah. And I need to give myself grace and like get over. I think I'm almost done. Like I think I've eaten too many now, so which is good. Because like I said, I got to stop eating candy, and that's one of the things that we always talk about. Yeah, Almond Joy. Yo, you like them? Yeah, it's weird. Now, do you eat Mounds? The other one. Yeah, it's a how's that song go? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. That's what I remember that commercial. That was cute. Eat all chocolate. Yeah, no, same here, pretty much. Yeah. What are we doing for Christmas? Just She's Danish is asking. Oh, Mr. I Bring It likes Almond Joys. So I don't know what we're gonna do. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Brokefish is saying, okay, gotta go check what's going on with the fun drive Z is doing for kid fishing. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Yes. And let's see. Oh, okay. And then Rose Upon Roses saying Pebbles and Bam Bam song. Oh, have you heard the lyrics to that song? Anybody? And I don't know all the words to that one. That one's bad. Listen to the words to that one. That one's pretty how would I say? It's not satan. It is satanic. Okay, it is. Listen to the words. It's not. It's about the devil. And one day I was like, I didn't really hear the lyrics to that song, but it's kind of crazy. It's oh, here it is. Let's see. You say he causes trouble when you let him in the room. Something. If your heart is filled with gloom, so let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Fathers never lose, or their mothers never lose, and fathers never win. Yeah, something like that. But they're talking about the devil, and it's in that song. So listen to that one. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Yeah, we're not sure. And oh no, and Rose Upon Rose is allergic to chocolate. So shush. Oh, sorry. No, I love that. I will have to listen. Yeah, it's like but the first part of it says he causes trouble when you let him in the room. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's crazy. See all this stuff you watch on TV and it goes right over your head. And I had to hear that about 500 times in order to figure that out. And I was like, wait a minute. What? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's bad. I know. They sneak stuff in. See, this is it's very interesting. Like people say that there's a lot of, undercover stuff that they sneak in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks for ruining it, Kelly. Just kidding. Oh, yes, it's like the electric slide. So anyway, if you guys heard out what the electric slide is about, I'm not going to talk about it. But there goes their childhood. I know. Sorry, Moses. I know. Okay, yes. Let's see. If you had to change your hair color, what color would it be? I want to do purple. But it won't work. My hair's too dark. Yeah. Because my daughter does hair, and she said you'd have to bleach blonde your hair and do all this. And I said, "Oh, I'll be bald, so I don't want that to happen." You got raining bubbles. Hello. Yes. And Tiny T saying it really does. I'm 54, so it's been a while. They do sneak it in. Yes. And yeah, that's what they do. So, but it was like I said, it was one of those things because they played. I remember them playing it all throughout. Because that was like a bad dream Fred had. They're singing. He's trying to get the pebbles, but she's running away with whoever it was. And at the very end, they're singing subliminal. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. And oh, you're going. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so subliminal. Yeah, and they're talking about like the devil. And the other one, um, somebody else was anyway. I'm not gonna. I don't want to kill your childhood anymore. But that was just one of them that like I said, it went over my head. And then when I was pretty old, I went, oh, okay. Because I have to hear something. So this is the whole thing. Like when music is very interesting because if you hear it multiple times, it does get in, and that's why I was trying to like have my kids not listen to like a lot of real negative music or sexually whatever music because it's very it gets into it gets into your psyche. And even though like you say, oh, I know it's not good and whatever, but it still gets in there because you're exposing it, because your eyes are a portal, right? And your ears are a portal. And your mouth is a portal, right? So yeah, ruining Perry Mason. No, that one I don't think that one was bad. Yes. And then a Rose Upon Rose is making fun of me. She said she's going back to her corner in her pool poncho. Yeah, that's funny. That's another. So we've seen some weird stuff, right? Like along the way, and like doing these crafts and stuff. And I don't have any craft books like near. Well, I have one here, but like a lot of these old craft books, they used to have pictures in them, of projects and stuff. So this one here, this is a knitting book. It's not the same as the crochet, but they back in the day, those people would make ponchos, and we were looking at this old knitting book or old crochet book from like the 60s, or maybe it was the 70s, and these people were wearing they were at the swimming pool and the girls were wearing ponchos as a cover up. at the pool, and we were like, that's weird, but interesting. Seems like it's a little too hot to wear a poncho at a pool as a cover up. But they were wearing them, and then there was a guy like in a Speedo, which that was kind of funny. Gotta wear a Speedo, right? Yeah, we all do that, right? Kelly knows me, folks. Sorry, I know it's funny. Oh no. So Kal-El, hey Kelly, what the diddles? Well, yeah, we're trying not to. And he say hey to everybody. Groovy, yeah, those were great. And let's see who we got. Ryu Gaming. Hello, missed a couple of your streams. You got exams. Well, listen, exams are very important. And good to see you, Miss Crochet Queen China. Hi, Cal. Yeah, no, it's really important. You got to study. So this is where I was getting back with the education. So one of the quotes today, and I got to find out who the heck said this. This like blew my mind. I was kind of going, okay, this is good. This got me thinking about education. Let me see. Ooh, I think it was Lyndon Johnson. No, hold on. Check this out. This is good. Oh. Darn it. I lost my quote. This was great. Let's see. Now I gotta figure out who the heck said this. Here it is. It's Malcolm Forbes. So speaking about education, he says the purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. And that's what he said. So one more time, Malcolm Forbes said the purpose of an education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. And I was like, I love it. Yeah, so that's why education is good. Because it sort of opens up. It should open up. It should. And I'll just say that. It doesn't always, but it should open up your mind to new possibilities and just seeing things a different way. So my husband's a professional student. And I sort of was too. But anyway, let's see. No, Kal-El, what did he say? Happy holidays. Hope it's gearing up to be awesome. Yeah, I hope so for you. I know you were going through something the other day. Hopefully things are better for you too. Batman looking for the did. Okay, Moses. And then Rose upon Rose is saying, Tiny T, let me know if you see someone in a poncho at a pool. Take a pic and post. Yes, you got to. I mean, that was the weirdest thing. And they were wearing like bikinis and they had on these big long ponchos. And I was like, what is happening? I have never seen anybody wear that. But that was the funniest thing I ever saw. And then I don't know if you remember Christine, but she was dying when the guy had on a Speedo. And I was sort of covering the guy so that he didn't have, that he wasn't, exposed. And then Christine's like, come on, show it. And I'm like, I might get thrown out of YouTube, but here it is. Batman, I know, my husband's bad. And Moses, throw the staff at the diddler. I know. So here's the tragic thing, you guys. So this whole Diddy thing, oh man. See, that's another thing. Like he's part of a big, Hollywood situation. And yeah. So there's that. And he's not the only one, who's kind of involved in that. But I think he's like taking the fall, which is very interesting. And shame on you, Moses. Oh, yes, LaBelle saying, I think ponchos are portable changing rooms. They are pretty big. And the ones they had were down to their knees. That was like, it was pretty long. They was pretty good. Yeah, how I run. Right, Tiny T. That's what Kal-El and I were talking about the one day. We were like, see, that's what I think. Like, they're mocking him. I think that's why they gave him that name. I'm starting to think, like, all this stuff is all coming together in a weird way. Don't you think? Yeah, but anyway, so there's, yes. Yes, and it's Friday night at the pool. Hey, baby, take off your poncho. Nice. LMAO. Wow. Sorry, I'm a comic book nerd with great puns. Yes, he is. And then Tiny T for years though. Me too. Yes. And see, one day I was okay. So what? Let me just blow your mind even more. So Kal-El and I were talking. We were in somebody's live stream, and somebody said something like they called him did they call him the diddler or something? And I went, the diddler? And then I thought of the nursery rhyme, the cat and the fiddle. And I went, oh, so they put that in the nursery rhyme. Think about it just for a minute. Just think about that for a minute. Yeah. And then LaBelle said, I've seen a guy use one of those ponchos, and he somehow must have got stuck taking his swimming trunks down, fell over, and landed in the Pampers position. Yeah, see, Tiny T? Yeah, because one day I said, I think that's why they called him that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whoa. Okay, so so Ryu Gaming saying, nah. Really? I don't know. Now I'm not sure to what you're referring, but the person falling or did he? Yeah, it's weird. It really is. It's really weird. But um the other thing I can tell you too is I saw an interview with Shirley Temple before she passed, and she told this story where I don't know, I think she was 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in that area, that range. And I know, what have you started? Yes, you have. See, you're naughty. Yes, Shirley Temple. Well, so what happened was she had to meet with the studio head. This story's out there, so it's not like I'm telling you anything new. But she and her mother went to meet with the studio head, and they separated them. And the studio head had her come in his office, and the mother was like diverted somewhere else. And this guy tried to, you know, get close to her or whatever. And she said she was really lucky that she was kind of goofy, and she said she started laughing at the guy. And she laughed at him so much and so for so long that he got angry, and he kicked her out of the office. So because she laughed at this guy, she thought he was being, first she said she thought he was being funny, but then she realized like it was serious, and she like laughed. And she said, the guy got so angry he kicked her out. But she was like waiting in the lobby, for her mother, and she said, um, hey, this guy tried some stuff. And she goes, and like he basically like kind of, like exposed or whatever, flashed or whatever. And the so anyway, so Shirley tells her mother like what happened, and her mother says, "Oh, is that it?" Like she's like, "What?" She's like, right, a nervous response. That's it. Yes, yes, that's it, Tiny T. She had a nervous response. And her mother said, "Oh, that was nothing." Like in other words, like the mother went through something else. And I went, "Yeah, it's in her book. It's in her book." And it's in the Larry King interview that she did probably around 2020 or 2019. But it was, yeah, it was crazy. And she said, like, she just had no idea. And because her parents were kind of on, her mother, she had a stage mother, and her mother always had her, under her thumb or whatever. So, which was good for her because she kind of escaped a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? Until that one time, and then she said, as soon as she did that, like I forget what happened to her. I don't know if she got fired, but it was kind of like her career sort of went after that. Yeah, isn't that terrible? And I said, poor Shirley Temple, and she wasn't old. Like she wasn't young, but she wasn't old at the time. Yeah, that's what happened, and that's a real story. And that's from, I don't even know what year that was. Yeah, so this stuff goes way back, and that's basically what I'm saying. And yeah, so like this is nothing new. It's just that people are more aware of it now, and people are talking about it now, which is interesting. Yeah. But anyway, poor Shirley. Yes. Hopefully, hopefully she wasn't that much damaged or whatever. But who knows? It's crazy. But you have to wonder like what these other people go through. Yeah. Yep. And Tiny T saying, so sad. This has been going on for years. Yeah, for years. Now I think if that's why a lot of stars have such a tragic life and so young. Yeah, I believe that is true. I definitely believe that's true. Oh, I just heard a siren go by. See, we never used to hear sirens. Now we do. So there must be another accident. That's why I think it might be. But anyway, there's that. Let's see. What's the other thing that I heard? That was kind of along the same way. But anyway, but that was Shirley Temple. and she was under 10. She was 10-ish. Yeah, somewhere in that. She wasn't quite so young, but but because I forget how old she was when she started. She might have been 3 or 4. Yeah, but yeah, it's been going on for a long time. And and so like I said, if you have any family members, I would not recommend sending them to Hollywood. If they're into doing that, because it's really kind of sketchy, yeah, for people. And that's kind of the way it's been for a while. So anyway, but getting back to the happy stuff, now we want to get away from the, yeah. Like I tell everybody, I'm like, find another job. It's like much better for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that. There we go. All right. Whoops. Let's get happy. I know. Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy. That's all. No, I'm trying to think of the other song. But yeah, and Judy Garland, like she went through it. Yeah. Let's see. First I hear Diddler, now Shirley Temple. I know. And see, Shirley Temple was very talented. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. All right, here we go. Why would Doors do well on social media? Does anybody know? Why would Doors do well on social media? Everybody looks for their handles. That's a dad joke. I just happened to see that. Let's see. Let me see. I can find you. Oh, this isn't good. These are not funny. Okay. Yeah, these are not funny. Oh, here we go. What sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather? It should be easy. Yes. Okay, Tiny like that one. Okay. That one's okay. So what sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather? It is a shoe. A shoe. There you go. Okay. And did you hear the one about the cold dinner? It was chilly. Yes, Suzanne got it. Yep. Yeah. All right. So did you hear the one about a cold dinner? It was chilly. Yeah, that's not good. But that was good as shoe. All right. So there we go. That's better. All right. So anyway, so our so Tiny T likes that one. So like I said, our plan is to try to keep moving through the yarn. Don't I have to donate some yarn? It's gonna happen. They are really bad. Yeah, those are bad. LaBelle. They are bad. There was one I saw one a while back, and I thought it was so hilarious. But now I wrote it down. I can't find it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, how does this is? I don't know if you guys know this. The people from the international people, but it says, "How does cereal pay its bills?" Oh, wait a second. So the question is, how does cereal pay its bills? See if anybody knows that one. Oh, and this one is with checks. Oh, Jersey loves Steph. Hello. Good to see you. See, oh, okay, they're really bad. That's what LaBelle said. Rose upon Rose. What do you call Winnie the Pooh's grandmother? Granny Pooh? No, I was thinking Grand Poobah, but that's not right. Grand Poobah? Pooh. Oh, my God. Rose upon Rose. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. That's bad. Okay, well that's like I can't even. And, woo, that one's crazy. Okay, you know what's funny? I have not heard that word in like 20 years. That's what I was like. What? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I know I've been sort of like around, and yeah, like I said, my cooking show crashed and burnt. Literally crashed and burned today. So there's that. That is great. Oh my gosh. Rose upon Rose. Oh Lord, I know, right? I usually say that. Lisa Virginia. Hey, blanket knit on Mondays. Yeah, oh, I know. I should be doing blank. I know. I gotta like get myself moving. Dirty birds, right? What were you cooking? So I'm supposed to make this pie. Did not happen. So yeah, like we had some bad accidents today. So it kind of everything just got like delayed. And then I just heard a siren go by and I'm like, "Oh no. This is terrible. Like the driving has been terrible." But I don't know if you guys do you guys do pie? Like a lot of people some people don't like it. But one of the things that I've noticed that with pies that a lot of people are afraid of doing the pie crust because that's kind of the hardest part of it. But the pie crust, there's a couple of steps that you have to do to make it come out right to get to the other side. Yep, that's right. Yeah, why did the chicken cross the road? Yeah, that's what Moses is saying to get to the other side. Okay, and then Jersey Love Steph says I barely make desserts, mostly just main dishes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, see, I was thinking for the holidays, you have to sort of have a little something something so that if people pop in on you, you can give them a little something to eat. Oh, cobblers, yes. Yeah, and that's one of my favorites. I do enjoy those. Tiny tea. Let's see. And then but that's good. That's good that you skipped the dessert, Steph. Let's see. Okay. And then Tiny T said, I would love to learn and watch. Okay, so I will have to get back to it. Because, like I said, we got back here probably 15 minutes before we were supposed to go on. And I was like, I think I'm going to, pass out. So I just needed to take a minute to like take a breath because it's been brutal. But that's good to know. Okay, Tiny T. And cobblers are great because chickens are stupid. Oh, no. Is that what you're saying? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Fire truck. Oh, usually a Hess truck, Suzanne. Okay, yeah, the fire. Let me see. I missed that. Hold on. Does Santa come to your neighborhood on a fire truck? It used to. It back in our little old town, they would do that. Yeah. But Moses is saying usually a Hess truck. Oh man, you don't even like Hess trucks. At least I don't think you do. And then Tiny T saying peach. Steph says peach cobbler she likes. Cobbler sounds delicious. And then Tiny T saying with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yeah, it's really good. And I've been finding that I usually do that in the summertime because the fruit's better. You know what I mean? And like my daughter and I really got into doing fruit pie because there was a restaurant near us that used to make fruit pie, and we would just throw whatever in there, and it was good because it would have strawberry, peach, blueberry, all kinds of stuff in there, and it was delicious. And that I used to do very well. Now Dutch apple. Oh, you like Mrs. Smith's? Oh, we got okay. Hold on, let's go back. And then Jersey Love Steph said, "Yummy." Oh, Burpee Reaper. Hello, good to see you. Yes, Burpee Reaper love. Hashtag Burpee Reaper love. Thank you. I bring it every day. Hope you have a great weekend. You too. And keep those burpees coming. Although you scare me. Those burpees. Yes, good to see you. Thanks a lot, Luis. Let's see. And then, oh, it's 8 a.m. for Ryu Gaming. Wow. Wait a minute. What time is it? Hold on. Okay, it's 7 p.m. almost here. So it's 8 a.m. where you are. Wow, that's crazy. How many hours is it? I'm going to write this down. This is very interesting. So this is 6:55, and you said it's almost 8 a.m. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Yes, you're like 12 hours. You're almost 12 hours? Is that what it is? 13. 13 hours difference. Wow, that's amazing. All right now. Yes. And then LaBelle saying, my Friday the 13th is over in about 5 minutes. Good for you. Yeah, we were just kind of, let's see. Oh, Kal-El saying, Kelly's always trying to make us hungry. Shaking my head. Shame on you. And controversial cruising. So did you eat dinner, Scott? See, Scott's going on probably in a few minutes, right? No, about an hour. He's going on too. Yes. Well, that's funny. Yeah, no, we've been like go back and look at the chat. It's crazy, Scott. Yeah, like we went left. Yeah, you are across the globe. And then yes, in about an hour. Right. That's what Scott's going on. See, Burpee Reaper saying 12 hours ahead. Now that makes sense on flat Earth model. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, is it 12 hours? Yeah, 12 hours. I can't add, see? Yes. Yeah. That's crazy. But I love thanks for the reactions. Tiny T. I know, LOL. I'm trying to think. What can I go have a snack on in Hugo Homestead? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's weird, right? So like a lot of people, and I'm my evil plan is to try to get back to the one meal a day thing if I can do it. And a lot of people shut their eating down at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, p.m. Wherever they are, and I think that helps. The burpee. Yeah, we're asking you if you like ponchos. I don't think that's his style. Rose upon Rose. And Cynthia King's here. Hi. Hi, Kelly. It's good to see you, catch you live. Oh, thank you so much. And then Tiny T's saying, yeah, it's hard to find a snack. Oh, you say no, no, no ponchos for the burpee reaper? Yeah, you don't strike me as a poncho guy. I mean, I barely, what's funny? I like the idea of ponchos, but I don't make them. I don't wear them or make them, but I think they're funny. I mean, they're interesting. And LaBelle saying, when we still had Concord, it would have taken off. Oh, in London, traveled to New York, and I would have arrived there before I've taken off. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the Concord was interesting. I never got to do it. Yes. Oh no, Kal-El. Just don't be on diddle time and you're fine. Well, that's true. Now let's see. Jersey Steph saying protein, veggie, and starch always has been a go-to that will fill you. So not much snacking. Oh, that's good. And then oh my gosh, Kelly, I like to make you laugh. Well, it's not hard. You're my girl. Oh. Yeah, yeah. But that's the whole thing. I think if you try to avoid the sugar, like I said, I'm still working through the sugar. Like I need to cut this out of my life. Not cut it out, but you have to really minimize the sugar. Oh, okay, so Burpee Reaper will do a Snickers bar. See, I love Snickers so much. And I've really been eating a lot of them over the last couple of years, so I really have to you know, maybe I need to do, so the Burpee Reaper's doing like 200 burpees in like an hour or something, and then I'm going, I can't do that. But it's great if you can, right? But you'll do Snickers. Yeah, Snickers is really good. And then Moses is laughing. Yeah. And then Kal-El saying, okay, now everyone send Kelly some ponchos. LOL. I should be making ponchos. I mean, the thing is, they're not hard. I just don't wear them. Like every time I go, yeah, like I made a poncho for somebody and they were happy, but like I'm not going to wear that. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make a poncho. So Cal, LOL, yes. And LaBelle saying, I try the carnivore diet. You will try the carnivore diet next year. Only meat and veg. All that starch is piling on. Yeah, I know. Same here. Wasn't an issue when I was young, but the metabolism slowed down a lot. Yeah, it's true. It doesn't take much. And then Tiny T saying, fruit, granola, and yogurt is what I have for a snack. Okay. Unplanned lives are hilarious. I know, aren't they cool? I think this is more interesting. Like my boring, the other stuff. I'm like, these are now you see why we like to do these, Moses. See, he always thinks I'm like crazy, but this is it right here. Oh yeah, yeah. So the thing is, Tiny T, just be careful of granola and the yogurt. I think out of all those things is probably the worst of it that you can use, unless you do Greek yogurt, because Greek yogurt has like no sugar in it, and that's probably the best for you. But like the yogurt that we get in the United States has so much sugar that it's almost like eating a Snickers. And so they say like try not to eat those, but and then granola, depending on the amount of sugar also. There's a lot of sugar in that. And I made granola one time on one of my early cooking live streams, and it was like sugar. But anyway, oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. LaBelle saying ponchos are lovely, but a pain in the bum in the car. They were a fashion, yeah, in a lot before seatbelts. Yeah, that's probably true. I'd never thought of that, but you're probably right about that. And then let's see, Rose upon Rose. Food is so expensive these days, so whatever's on sale goes in my mouth. I can relate to that. Let's see, yeah, and that's the best thing I could say. Buy what's on sale. Try to build it into your diet. And then you don't end up spending like the extra. Let's see, and Kal-El saying, yes, sugar is like the abusive ex. Shaking my head. He pops up, stalks you, and oh, wow. Forces himself in everything, LOL. That powder is dangerous. That is correct. Yeah. And, so if you can avoid it, then, the more that you can avoid it, then the better it is for you. because like your blood sugar spikes the minute. Well, it spikes regardless of what you eat, but definitely if you're eating things that are sugary. Oh, so I'll give you an example. So this happened to me last week. So my husband and I went to the supermarket, and we went to get. Now I use half and half of my coffee because you use less. You I just want to lighten the coffee, and I use half and half, and it's so my husband got full fat half and half and low fat half and half. Now, the thing is, he goes, "Oh, I can go put it back." And I went, "No, it's fine. Let's just go and get in line, get the heck out of the store." Well, he gets this low fat. So the full fat half and half, I think it had the same number of calories, or it might have had 10 less calories. I mean, sorry, 10 more calories than the fat free, which wasn't really for me like plus or minus 10 doesn't really make a big difference. But what happened was when I looked at the fat free half and half, the second ingredient was high fructose corn syrup. Whereas in the full fat half and half, it was just cream. So I went, whoa, that's kind of scary. So you really have to read those labels. And I shouldn't be having high fructose corn syrup, but it looks like because we already bought this thing, it's been sitting in my fridge for about a week. I'm going to end up using it, but I really have to watch the sugar, for the next few days while I'm using that. So just be careful of those fat-free, items. Let's see. Yeah, Americans can make anything unhealthy. Yep. And let's see. No diets during the holidays. That's Cynthia's saying. And let's see. Let me go back up. Uh-oh. I disconnected. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, oh, wait a minute. So Greek yogurt. Yeah. And then, yeah, Cal's laughing at rows upon rows. Yep. And let's see. Have a handful of walnuts for snacks. That's what LaBelle's saying. The oil in them is actually good. That's good. Yep. And then Hugo Homestead saying yogurt can be healthy or really unhealthy, like a salad. Yes. Healthy until the cheese and bacon bits, lol. Right. And the thing is, you have to watch the dressing because a lot of the dressings do have high fructose corn syrup in them. So you got to really read the labels. Once again, read the labels. And if you just make your own salad dressing, you can just do, most people, they say the healthiest one that you can do is olive oil, lemon juice or lime juice or orange. You probably could squeeze some orange in there, any of the citrus, and a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic. And that's about it, and a little bit of vinegar. And that's really what you should put on your salad, or just lemon juice. And you avoid all that sugar. But Cynthia's saying no diets during the holidays, and that's probably smart. But at least for her, anyway. Yep. And stay clear of low fat or zero fat yogurts. Yeah, that's what LaBelle's saying. They have a lot more sugar in them than normal ones. Yep. That's crazy. Yep. And Tiny T saying, right, Huga? Yep. Every time I try to eat healthy, this is what Rose is saying. They come out with a new flavor of potato chips. I swear they are watching me. Oh, wow. That is funny. And let's see. Yeah, that's bad for you, corn syrup. That's what Tiny T's saying. Yep. Americans make anything unhealthy. That is correct. Yes. And then, let's see. Walnuts have good omega oils, good for the brain. In fact, walnuts look like brains. They do. Ooh. And we have mine. Hello. Welcome in. And let's see. Oh, okay. And then Steph says she can't eat nuts because of the diverticulitis, but you love them. Yeah, that does hurt your belly. And Ryu saying hi to everybody. And let's see. So, Kal-El, and this is the problem. Everything is bad. It's easier to list the good stuff. That is correct. Yeah, that's for sure. So I don't know if you've seen, but if you Google on the if you go to Google and just type in superfoods, I forget. It's funny. I used to have these memorized, but like a lot of them were let's see, olive oil, salmon, broccoli. I'm trying to think. There were some others, but those are the main ones that I think people were eating a lot of. Um, a lot of people are saying now maybe the kale is not as good for you as maybe it is. I don't know. We'll have to do some research on the kale, but that was on the list. But they were saying, just try to stick to like real basic whole foods, and you might do better by yourself instead of buying some of the stuff from the store. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, yes. And then LaBelle saying, I try to stay away from everything that is made in factories. Very good. Yeah, the list of ingredients makes me wonder how they fit the food part in. Right. And that's correct. And really, food has gotten very complicated, and it really shouldn't be. And there's a video on YouTube. I forget who made it, but they were talking about like Fanta soda in the US versus in other countries. And like in Europe and stuff like that, like Fanta in the US has these weird colors, the red and the yellow dyes. And in Europe, they don't have it. And it has orange juice in it in Europe, but no juice in the United States. And then, like, another example was ketchup. They were talking about Heinz ketchup. And Heinz ketchup in the United States has high fructose corn syrup, whereas the one in Canada and other places just uses regular sugar and vinegar. You know, it's like basically tomatoes, sugar, vinegar, and one other thing, maybe some seasonings, and that's it. So that's just one of the things that they're trying to ban some of these weird additives and dyes and stuff like that. But I think the United States sort of went too far the other way, and I don't know, like, if we're ever going to be able to go back. And so that's one of those things. Yep. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, we eat for taste, not nutrition. That's what So Bless is saying. Yep. Yep. That is true. And I want to hold that thought for a second. And see, in Jersey, Steph saying, let's see, moderation is a key. A lot of people go to extremes and never can keep up. Yeah, and I think that's it for sure. And I want to know why they put all that stuff in if it doesn't need it. Well, I think the biggest thing is lots of ultra processed food. That's what Ryu's saying. Yep. And oh boy. And then Steph saying there were years when I lived on ramen and mac and cheese. Whoo. Okay. So let's unpack a few of these. Okay, so yeah, we're eating for taste, not nutrition. Somebody was talking about like the glutamates, like MSG is a flavor enhancer, and I think a lot of us are addicted, not addicted, but we're not used to having more bland food because it's so it definitely makes you more hungry. And it's funny because I think they do use MSG in Asia, and I noticed that a lot of people there don't seem to have the weight issues. It's really interesting. And they eat a lot of white rice, like whereas in the United States, I don't know, we don't seem to eat as much anyway. But but that MSG they say is an issue. So that's one thing. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, so that's the whole eating for taste, not necessarily for nutrition. But I think we've all gotten sort of addicted to having these strong, tastes, right? Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, bread for me, flour, salt, yeast, bread from the shop, the three above plus stabilizers and flavor enhancers. Yep. Color enhancers, sugar, chemicals to extend the shelf life, et cetera, et cetera. That's what LaBelle's saying. Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so the ultra processed food, they're saying, and the question is, and maybe we can talk about it. I have to do a little more research because I had this in my brain, but it's not there anymore. But processing, there's a broad definition of processing, and processing can just mean cutting it. You know what I mean? Which is mildly processed, but then processing also can ultra processed, I believe, means adding ingredients that aren't readily available. And like for example, MSG might be one of them. And like you said, these stabilizers in the bread, which normally you can't just go into a store and buy those. That's sort of what gives everybody these, the ultra processing. And it really, and your body sort of doesn't know what to do with all these chemicals. So it's kind of crazy. Yep. And MSG definitely makes food taste so good. Right. Yep. That's what Steph is saying. Yep. Oh, okay. And Ryu saying, I once thought MSG was salt. And I accidentally took a scoop of it and I got dizzy. LOL. Yeah. That is some weird stuff. And I think it does something to your brain. I really do. I mean, I don't have proof, I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you there's something that it does to the wiring I think so, in your brain. Yeah. And let's see. And then, let me jump back up. I missed one. Let's see. So, yeah, the ramen, be careful. There's some weird videos on YouTube, or I think it's either Instagram or YouTube about ramen. So, just do some research on the food on the ramen. Ramen's kind of weird now. I don't know what's going on with the ramen. Let's see. Yes. And then Steph say, if you have 10 to buy 2 days food, you got to get what you can afford. That's correct. Yeah. Yep. So that's really what's happening now. You know what I mean? And then Rose Upon Rose is saying Heinz just came out with a pickle ketchup here in Canada. Don't know if it's available in the United States. Bad for you, I know, but dang, it's good. Well, I don't know. I mean, look at the. You got to tell us next time what's on that label. Like, what's in there? I'm sure pickles are actually one of. I think fermented foods is actually on the list. On the superfood list. A fermented food would be an olive. Um, what's that stuff called? The fermented cabbage. I can't think of the name of it now. Sauerkraut. There we go. Sauerkraut, things like that, or kimchi. Those are supposed to be really good for your stomach. So, like that, those fermented foods are on the superfoods list. So that's something that you can eat. So that pickle's probably okay as long as they don't add sugar. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that sounds good, Rose Upon Rose. Let's see. Yeah, MSG is scary. Wow. NC LaBelle saying, Kelly, if you want to do research of food, start with studies about the connection of, yes, ingredients in processed foods to depression. That is for sure. Yeah, and I think it was in England. I want to say there was a study. I want to say it was the British um, Medical Journal, BMJ. Is that what it is? British Medical Journal. I believe had an article about that, and they're saying that that there's some proof that it does sort of cause that. So that's very interesting. You know what I mean? Yes. And let's see. Oh, and then let's see. Let's go back. Oh yeah, and that's scary. That's what Tiny T is saying. And it's expensive to eat healthy unless you grow it yourself, and that's kind of the evil plan. So when the weather gets better, that's what you should do if you can. Like we're cold where we are, so our growing's sort of at a it's at a quiet pace now, but we have to wait till April May somewhere in there. But it is cheaper if you grow your own stuff. So yeah, give it a try. And let's see. And then Tiny T saying, that's true. That's why I feel great during the summer. And come April, my mood has tanked. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the lack of sun. And depending on where you live, luckily we have a fair amount of sunlight. But I know people who live in Alaska have those periods of darkness, which is weird, how that is. So you need your sun. And we have Miss Shirley, OG Gardner. Good to see you. Babysitting the great granddaughter. Good for you. And Jersey Steph is saying hey to Miss Shirley. But yeah, so these are all the things that I've been thinking about. Oh yeah, and then Steph said she loves sauerkraut with pork chops and apples. So these, yeah, the fermented foods are supposed to be pretty good for you. So kimchi, sauerkraut, olives, and I think even pickles, as long as they're not, overly processed. Those are good. Yeah. And the thing that I would do is like I've noticed that my husband and I have been really hitting up the Aldis and the Lidls, and I noticed that in terms of a lot of their vegetables and fruits, they've been pretty decent. The meat, you have to really watch. Somebody was saying like the meat at one of those stores was a little bit interesting, and I cannot remember what the deal was with the meat, but they were just saying make sure that if you have, especially, well, I don't know for the people in the states, there's a new labeling on the chicken now where it says grown or hatched in the United States. And that's something that I never saw before until about 3 months ago. So, like when you're buying your chicken, make sure that it says that in the states. Anyway, I don't know what they do in Canada or elsewhere, but let's see. Yeah, and Tiny T's saying, "Yep." Oh, hold on, I missed the one. Everyone's saying hi to Miss Shirley. Oh, okay. LaBelle's saying, I live in northeast England. What is the sun? Yeah, that's bad. I heard England is pretty crazy with the lack of sun. Yeah, you really need that. So one of the things that I used to sort of work with this psychiatrist guy, and he started using those lamps. He claims he invented the seasonal affective disorder thing, and he was selling people lamps to use during the wintertime to keep their mood up. And he said it worked. I don't know. But it was interesting that he was talking about that. But yeah, I know it's funny. Like Pittsburgh is the same way. Like I grew up in Pittsburgh, And Pittsburgh has the same problem with lack of sun. Like there's definitely they say Pittsburgh and London are very similar in their fog, in their state of fog and things like that. So I went, "Ooh, that's crazy." Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Meat prices are high. Okay. Oh, LaBelle said pickles. Then I'll be very healthy at Christmas when I start enjoying my rum toff. Ooh, let me write that down. I have to see what that is. Rum toff. Okay. TOPF. All that pickled fruit in rum. Oh, rum. I don't know about the rum. Because the thing is, alcohol does add a lot of sugar. Yeah, so be careful. But let's see. Let's see. Ryu saying the equator got too much sun. Now it's raining hard and floods across the country. Yeah. See, the equator is interesting because I did go to, I went to Ecuador one time, and Ecuador's on the equator. That sun was killer. Like it was going through my clothes. I could feel it burning me through my t-shirt. It was crazy. Let's see. Gloom. Yeah, gloom. That's what LaBelle said. And LaBelle said, I got myself one of those lamps. Yes, it works. Not as well at natural sun, but it works. Yeah, that's what, and Tiny T was wondering if they work. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yes. And then LaBelle saying gloom. And then what about all the vitamin D in pill form? Ooh, I still think you need sun like the lamp. Yeah, I think you do. And I think if you have to, I don't, I'm not, I don't do vitamins, believe it or not. I don't take vitamins. But they say that there's certain combos that you have to for it to come into your body. And I want to say vitamin D. I want to say there's a combo, but I don't remember what else you need to take in addition to it. But you can look it up. And there's a couple of good people on YouTube that talk about it. And it's pretty good. Let me see here. Oh, London is okay now since it started to turn into Arabia. What? Yeah, see, London is changing, isn't it? I have heard that. Hang on just a second. I forgot I got to plug in. I'm like running down my power. Here we go. Okay. So I got too many devices going here. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I have heard that London has become more diverse. It's very interesting. Wow. Oh, so Kelly, favorite Christmas gift ever. Ooh, do I have one? I don't know. It's a good question. I think one year I wanted something. You know how like there's those toys that everybody wants? And I think you know what it was? It was like Baby Alive, like back in the day. That's when I got that. And that's I really wanted that. And then of course like you get it and it's like weird. No, 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 no. It wasn't Baby Alive. Sorry, let me go back. I had this doll. It was like one of those talking dolls. That's what it was. But I don't remember the name of it. And it was creepy, but it used to talk and its eyes would sort of move. Yeah, I don't know. It's like creepy doll. But I wanted this random doll and I did get it. It was good. Let's see. Now, what's your favorite? Yeah, anybody's favorite Christmas gift? I mean, like I said, my husband and I, not that we like buy a lot of stuff, but we sort of if it's within reason, like we'll just get it. If it's not like too crazy, like during the course of the year. So we're not real hard and fast with Christmas gifts and that kind of thing. But yeah, Chatty Cathy. Yeah, actually, I have one of those, Suzanne. I picked one up at the flea market, but it doesn't work. So that's the thing with those dolls that have the string, like they always break. And but the one that I have doesn't work. Like it's dead. But I think I paid $1 for it. So I'm like, okay. But one day I would love to fix that. Yeah, if I could fix it. Let's see. Yes. Okay. And then Olabelle saying vitamin C is produced inside the body through sunlight. The pills may work a bit, but I have not yet seen any scientific proof of that. Yeah, the one thing with the vitamins, you just have to check like see the problem is that I heard something. Now it wasn't vitamins, but it was supplements that they tested a lot of these supplements that are, in these capsules or whatever. And that they said that half the time there was really nothing in there. And I thought that, people spend a lot of money on supplements and stuff. But there's definitely certain vitamins that you have to sort of take together. And I forget that, like one of them is calcium. You had to take calcium with something else in order for it to really work. And I remember reading that and going, "Oh wow." But see, I'm not that like I said, I'm not as well versed at the vitamins and stuff like that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, oh, so let's see. Okay, LaBelle saying what else works for me in the evenings is the light. that slowly changes color. Ooh, of a wall and a galaxy lamp for the ceiling. Oh, I know what those are. Yes, and that makes my cats go crazy. I bet. That's cool. Okay. Oh, so Moses liked the Nintendo Entertainment System. Very nice. See, Nintendo was the best. That's what Steph's saying. And yes, and then LaBelle saying vitamins and supplements are huge money making market. Yeah, it was Baby Alive. I think it was Baby. I did get one of those too. It was weird. I got two dolls. That was all I ever got. But I had a Baby Alive, and then I had this doll that used to talk, and I don't think it had a name. Like it wasn't famous or anything. And it used to freak my mother out. She's like, "This," because the doll would say, "I eat my vegetables" or something. And I remember just going, "Ooh, this is weird," but okay. And and her mouth moved and her eyes would move, and kind of creepy. There's that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is it. Yes, Steph. I've been doing probiotic because my belly seems to help with mood as well. Oh, okay. So I've been doing that. What's that called? The kombucha. Yeah. I don't know what you guys think of that. You guys eat that or drink that? I've been kind of liking the kombucha. Now, they're supposed to have some probiotics in there. Yeah. That does make my belly feel better. Yeah, I've been liking that. And then Moses said, mostly because my dad didn't give me the money for the arcade anymore, Steph. Yeah, that's true. Steph's like, LOL. Let's see. Oh, okay. And LaBelle likes her son's Super Nintendo. Should play Donkey Kong. That was always fun. Okay, Moses liked Donkey Kong. I did not know that. Oh yeah, kefir grains. Yeah, that's it. You can make it yourself. I know. I don't know how. I need a lesson, a LaBelle, on how to make that. Yes. Isn't it really strong? I don't it's you know what it is? It's they put too much bubbles in it, the carbonation. I think if they made it without so much carbonation, it wouldn't be so strong. But it's pretty good. Kind of like it. Let's see. And then let's see, Ryu saying if we eat processed, does most of it get pooped out? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. But I think like a lot of our see, the problem with the processed food is you're not getting your vitamins. And I think that's why a lot of people see, I think what happens is you're eating something that doesn't have a lot of nutrition. And I think you end up eating more. At least this is my theory, like my theory thinking about this. Because when your body's hungry, like unless you get something in there that's going to take care of business, like I think your body's going, feed me, feed me. But I don't know. I mean, I have to wonder if a lot of this food just sort of makes you more hungry than you would be if you just ate a real meal. I don't know. I mean, that's the way I think about it. Yeah. But let's see. Yes, and Steph saying digestion is so important, and a lot of our diseases come from the waste sitting in the body. Not to be gross, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's for sure. So let's see. So LaBelle saying you get kefir grains, put in some milk. Oh, milk. Okay, and wait. Put it through a sieve. I've got that. And then put the grains into fresh milk, etc. But the grains grow, so you can give some away or have to throw some out. Okay. Cal saying, I eat my veggies. How terrifying. Oh, wow. Okay. Steph loves vegetables. Now, what kind of veggies are you eating? Now, hopefully you're not eating corn because that's not a veggie, but people think that's a vegetable, but it's not exactly. Yep. Yes. Steph loves vegetables. Yeah, and usually, and this is the problem in the summertime, we are killing it with the vegetables. Like we are eating those fresh veggies. Yeah, we're going to that farmer's market, buying all the good stuff. But in the wintertime, I feel like we don't get, as many good things. So it's kind of tragic. Like I wish we had a more of a full-time year of doing that. But yes, the veggies gonna get you. That's what Ryu say. Yes, and Cal saying, Steph, they're the bomb. That's right. Yeah, the veggies are good. And I did buy, like, I have some Brussels sprouts left. Because I bought, like, a ridiculously huge thing of Brussels sprouts last week. But, you can't eat those every day, right? Because then you'll be scaring people. But no, so I had to sort of space out my, Brussels sprouts. But those are real easy to cook, too. Yeah. Okay, good. And then Steph's saying, I can't digest corn because of cellulose. Broccoli, cabbage, carrots, sweet potato, everything. Oh, man. Oh. Well, that's tough. Yeah, that is a tough one. So I guess you gotta find that nutritionist that can somehow get you something that will not affect your, belly so much. Cause that is hard. Yeah. It's hard when you really can't, you're having digestive issues. That really is. Yeah. And then Steph saying gaming, you're so funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, and then here's LaBelle's recipe. So blanch the sprouts in some boiling water for about a minute. Freeze them. Oh yeah, maybe I should do that. Okay. Just a minute, huh? See, I was thinking you would have to do it longer, but then it'd be a mushy. Like I like them crunchy. So that's good. Okay. I will have to freeze them. Yes. Yes. And Steph's saying, I love the veggies, but no corn. Yeah, corn is really, it's one of those that's kind of very interesting. Yeah, it's really taken a turn. Used to be somewhat good for you, but now I don't know. Yeah. And the other thing they talk about too is the what is that called? Um, the Roundup. I forget the name. Glyphosate. That's what it is. It's leaching into the food system. So they're saying like corn. A lot of these you know veggies have a lot of glyphosate on them. The Roundup. So yeah, I mean it's really interesting trying to you're trying to eat. We're trying to eat, but it's hard. Like because these farmers have to use all this stuff, even though they say they don't. I don't know. I don't see. Like I said, we tried to grow everything organically, and everything we had was stunted. We had the most stunted veggies ever. It was kind of funny. Even our tomatoes were like we grew carrots and potatoes, and they were tiny, like almost non-existent. And yeah, so there's that. Let's see. What's your favorite veggie? Oh, so I've been eating Brussels sprouts. Like I think lately that's been calling me. And I like green beans. And that's one of the superfoods. They were mentioning that too. The green beans are good. And, as long as you don't cook them till they're dead. Sorry, shouldn't say that word, but a lot of people overcook the green beans. And I sort of like to do them the way the Asians do. They stir fry them in a little bit of oil and a little salt and pepper and garlic, and you're done. Yeah, I like them that way. Yeah, green beans. Yep. That's what Jevin Richardson said. Yep. Green beans. Hello. Yes. And let's see. Oh, yes. And then, yep, Kal-El saying, yep, that PA weather stops the veggies. Shaking my head. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, we really, it got cold. And then it was 68 degrees like 2 days later. It was like in the 20s, Monday and Tuesday or something. And then Wednesday it was like 68. And we're just like, what the heck? You can't do anything in this weather. I don't know what people do. Yeah. But green beans are good. Yeah. You don't like green beans. Now, so the reason that I think people don't like green beans is that they overcook them. And so, I would say just sort of, if you stir fry them a little bit, like the way they do in the Chinese restaurants, they're usually pretty good. And you could put, whatever type of flavoring. Yeah. Because a lot of people do. They cook them. Because I know my family, like, most of the brown people, they cook those green beans and they cook them for hours. And they just don't taste like anything. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you got to do that. My parents don't have green beans. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're good if you get them fresh. And I would say if you get them from, the farm. And a lot of times the frozen ones are pretty good. They're not bad. And they don't overcook them. Okay, but that's interesting. And then LaBelle's saying curly kale for me with some sauteed onions, bacon, and add the kale to some water, vegetable stock, let it simmer with boiled potatoes. All right. That sounds good. And that's unprocessed, you didn't do anything crazy in there. And then Rose Upon Rose said, my Chinese food has arrived. Have a good night, everyone. Hugs. Oh wow. Speaking of Chinese food, all right, Rose Upon Rose, we'll see you soon. And let's see. Oh, and then Jersey Steph says, do you put bacon with Brussels? My cousin did roasted Brussels with Parmesan. So delicious. No, I've not tried that. That may be my next thing. I have not tried that. Yes. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? And then, and Lavelle said, yep. No, not longer than a minute when you're blanching. Okay. You still want to cook them, so they need to be more raw than cooked when you freeze them. Okay. And I missed, Kal-El said, broccoli is underrated. So good with butter and salt. Right. And that's all you need. See, and this is the thing. And when you don't overcook them, that's the whole thing. I think if you overcook anything, it's like, eek. Yes, and food is something that will unite us all. That's right, Steph. And then let's see. Jevin said, she said, Steph said, Jevin, you can always learn to cook because food is a staple of life. And being able to prepare a meal is a skill that will take you through life and you can entertain. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, so that's why I always say like everybody should learn how to cook, like a few things, and then when you find that you make your own stuff, you're gonna really appreciate the work. You know what I mean? And anybody that you're sharing it with is going to appreciate it, and then you're gonna find that you're gonna want to cook more. Yeah, and that's very tough. Okay, okay, oh okay, and then let's see. Ryu saying, "Have you guys tried corn with canned milk?" I don't know what it's called. Okay, so that's oh my goodness. Oh oh my goodness. I'm going to remember what they call that now. See, now I just lost it. But it's like creamed corn. They call it creamed corn or corn pudding, they call it sometimes. Now that's something, it's very very sugary and sweet. So it's not the best for you, but people do enjoy that. Yeah, corn, they call it corn pudding. Yeah. So a lot of people do make that. But yeah, I've had that before. But I haven't eaten that, I want to say, in so long, Ryu. Let's see. Yeah, so you got to learn how to cook, Jevin, for sure. And then Kal-El saying green beans is good. I don't want crunchy green beans like chips when you eat them. Okay. Yep. And LaBelle said you're going to be more satisfied with wholesome food. You fill up more and crave less. Yeah, and that's the deal. You got to make sure you do that. And then we got Breeze Omega. Hey, I bring it every day. Good to see you, Breeze. Are you behaving yourself? No, he is not. Welcome in. Let's see. Good to see you. Yeah, so try the green beans and make them yourself. I mean, I'll tell you, like, this is a story I've told everybody before. But when we moved out here to the country, yeah, I know he's not behaving. Top three dishes. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, I got you. I got you on that one, Cal. So, so the thing was, I bought some green beans that were fresh, from the farmer's market, and they were like in a huge bag, and they were unprocessed. So they just took the green beans, washed them, threw them in a bag, and they were really good. So I froze a lot of them, but I we cooked a lot of them, and the people in my house were like, "Can we have more green beans?" And I went, "What is happening?" Because they were fresh, and so I think the fresher the food, that kind of thing, it just makes everything taste good or better. Taste better than stuff that's in a can or frozen or whatever. So, but anyway, there's that. So, top three dishes. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Oh, so I am a spaghetti. I've eaten so much spaghetti or pasta, so like that's the thing. That's the jam. And that's not really. I mean, it's food, but not really. It's spaghetti. And then I used to like a prime rib, something like that. And then, but I'm not even like into prime rib anymore. Like it's really weird, but that I used to really enjoy that. And then what's the other thing? Trying to think. Oh, sometimes like a lasagna, which is crazy because I haven't had a lasagna in a long time. But sometimes I do crave. Those are the things that I sometimes crave. I'll say, "Can I have some lasagna?" or things like that. So anyway, there's that. Let's see. So let's see, Kelly. When you go on vacation, will you cook? Because I found the food is never good like home cooked, and all the fast food is way overpriced and garbage if eaten for days. Yeah, and the one thing that the last time we went on vacation, we ate a lot of breakfast. So we were eating eggs and bacon and like salads, sort of like coleslaw. Like we were eating all of these kind of salady things like that. And so we would go to not Golden Corral, but like a place like that. 'Cause I think they used to have sizzle. Like last time we went to Orlando, I think we went to Sizzlers or something like that. And those are sort of the things that we ate. But I've never actually stayed in a house where I've been able to cook. But I wouldn't mind doing that. Like if we ever, get a like a bed, not a bed and breakfast, but what do you call those? Where you rent the houses. So I think I might actually do that next time. But I think that's a good idea, Steph, for sure. Oh, let's see. But that's a very yeah, because I think well, we stopped eating fast food, so that's the one thing I have said, that we really have cut that out of our lives, and it wasn't hard. It was harder than you think, but once you do it, you never really look back. It's very interesting. Let's see. And then LaBelle saying green beans in mayonnaise dressing, then make a bacon pancake. Oh, wow. Okay. And put the green bean salad on it, flip over. It's lovely. The hot and cold and everything. All right. Green bean and mayonnaise dressing. Wow. Now, LaBelle's German. So she's got some. Okay. That's very interesting. Now, how do you make a bacon pancake? Yeah, I was going to ask that, Steph. Yeah, me too. Let's see. LaBelle said, you make a pancake mix, fry a few pieces of bacon, and add it. Oh, you add it while it's cooking. Okay. Interesting. All right now. And then Kal-El saying taco salad. Ooh. Christmas ham, greens, potato salad. Oh, potato salad. How could I forget? I do like potato salad. And curry chicken. Yeah, I do like that too. Mmm. Oh, wow. Okay. So Breeze Omega, thanks for yeah, you're right. Once you see what goes on in those restaurants, you'll quit, trust me. Yeah, that's for sure. But we're going over your house cuz it sounds like you're cooking pretty well too. Yes. Oh, and LaBelle saying, "Yes, I'm German. That's why I know to stay away from sauerkraut." See, I love sauerkraut. Once in a while, like every now and again I just get a little taste for it, but I don't eat a lot. Like I just want a little bite and then I'm good, you know? Let's see. Oh, yes. Right? Oh, if you eat too much sauerkraut, it can give you ridiculous runs. Well, cabbage, yeah, cabbage is no joke. Yeah, that is true. See, that's why I said I would love to eat more cabbage, but I don't think I should. Yeah. Yeah, so sauerkraut and cabbage. Yeah, and even, Brussels sprouts, I try not to eat too much. But Steph's saying, LOL. Yep, that is so true. So, but anyway, just like getting back just on the whole food thing. So, I don't have, we have like no real plans for Christmas, and I might bake a little bit, and I'm probably going to end up just giving it away because we're really trying hard not to eat too much sugar, but it's so tempting. And like my husband loves cheesecake, so I might make him a little cheesecake something or other. But I don't know. But other than that, like I'm good. Like I haven't really been craving all this junk, which I can't believe. Like usually this time of year I love it. Okay, Breeze Omega likes sauerkraut hot dogs, beef or pork loin. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it's true. Like every when I used to eat, hot dogs and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's what Kal-El's saying. Yep. That's when I would eat sauerkraut. And my aunt used to make she would put it in a crock pot. She would take sauerkraut and then throw in kibasi. And that was really good. But that's all like so much salt. Like, see, hot dogs are a little scary. Like, that's another thing. Like I'm trying to eat, remove from my life, but it's hard. Sometimes I just like to have one, here and there. Okay. And then, crowd on hot dogs. Yes. And then Ryu saying, sometimes if I get bored, I get a carrot because I like munching. And it does give you that satisfaction. Like you feel like you're eating something. Sort of like Bugs Bunny. And let's see. Oh boy. All right, LaBelle say, sauerkraut sounds like angry German to me. Oh wow. Because sour can mean angry. Oh, gotcha. Let's see. Oh, well, look at Breeze. All right, so we're going over your house. Breeze Omega, I'm doing my usual goose and prime rib. See, that's what I'm talking about. Prime rib for Christmas, but I might do a duck instead of a goose. Wow. That's pretty good. See, you're that's very brave. I don't usually deviate too much from the turkey, a little bit of beef or whatever. But that's a good idea. Yeah, the goose is interesting. I've never done that. Hmm. All right. Okay. Well, that sounds good. Kal-El wants cabbage. Yeah, cabbage was cheap a couple of weeks ago. We saw some massive cabbage, bigger than my head for like a couple of dollars. And we were like, but then I said to my husband, like, he's not going to eat that. He'll eat a little bit. Like, I see, the problem is when you have two people, you almost have to like, I have to like can everything because these cabbages were big. Yes. Yeah, and you've always done goose for Christmas. That's what Breeze Omega's saying. Wow, that's impressive. I am impressed. Yeah, I've never tried that. Now I've had duck, but I've never had goose. Hmm. And you like fried cabbage and sausage. Ooh, Breeze Omega. Yeah, see, I know you're cooking over there. Yeah. Kel saying Kelly's a hunger monger, shaking my head. I know, because he see the whole thing is like when people do stuff that you don't do, I'm like, ooh. Because sometimes I'm afraid, not that I'm afraid to try new things, but sometimes when people know how to do it better, I'd rather him do it. Yeah. Duck, duck, goose. That's exactly it. I was thinking the same thing. Ryu. Yes. Kelly, who's paying you? What? Now we're all hungry? Well, yeah. I try not to think about food. See, this is the conversation I had with my husband last night. So I have a relative that I think may be on the spectrum for like a food disorder. And the reason why I say that is they always talk about food, but they're always sort of like, when's the next meal? Like before they've even finished the meal that they're eating. And I remember thinking like that was odd. But like I've always been a person who eats kind of when I'm hungry. Like I don't eat for fun. Like a lot of people eat emotionally and stuff like that. And I've been very fortunate that I've always managed to sort of eat, when I'm hungry and not a whole lot of snacking. So, but anyway, but this person was always thinking about food and I said, "Boy, you've got to like you got to erase that out of your brain because she was just working it. Like she was just like, she would take her last bite of the breakfast and say, "Now what time is lunch?" And I'd be like, "Girl, we just ate." But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Gotcha. But you're all hungry. That's funny. And Nifty's saying, "Hello, Kelly. I bring it every day. Hey, Nifty, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well." And anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Um, and if because I have been on here a while, I didn't mean to be on this long, but I just want to say, like I said to everybody, thank you so much for like supporting the channel and coming out and humoring me today. And I think my husband even had fun. I don't know if he's still here. He may have dipped out. He probably left me, but it's cool. Let's see. And then Ryu's saying, "Have you tried tom yum?" Now, what is that? I have to see what that is. Yeah, well, you have to tell me what that is. So I've been doing. I've been trying. Like I do like Asian food. Let me see. I think that's what that sounds like. I'm gonna try to look here. Is that Asian? Yeah. Oh, it's a soup. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to. Oh, it's Thai. Yes. Ooh, hot and sour kind of. Okay. That sounds good. I have not tried that. But it almost sounds like hot and sour, like looking at the ingredients. So I've had something very similar to that. Ooh. All right. Let's see. It's hot and sour Thai soup. Strong hot and sour flavors make it very popular. It's composed Tom refers to the boiling process, and yam means mixed. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to try that. Yeah, because we were thinking of going to we've been trying like some random restaurants in the area. And my kids like to have they like I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the faux. They like that. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to check this out. So I'm writing this down. Oh yeah. Yes. Pretty awesome name. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, we have Donya Stroke Talk. Good to see you. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Doing great. How are you doing? I keep missing you. Now you know how like there's people on YouTube you try to see them, and she goes live and I go, "Oh yay, she's live," and then it's like, "Well, good to see you guys. Have a good evening." And she leaves and I'm like, "Oh." That's usually what happens. You were doing great. And Steph's saying, "Hey." That's nice. Yeah. Yes. So, but I'll have to try that, Ryu. That sounds really good. Oh, you're doing well. Okay, awesome, Miss Donia. Awesome. Yeah, so like I said, we're all trying to take care of ourselves, like, because that's really like the biggest thing. I think a lot of people want to go easy and eat fast food, and I say, like Steph has told us there's so many things in there that we want to avoid, and we want to have some good food, and so you really want to take care of yourself, right? And let's see, Dolly's here. Hey, Hi, Kelly A. Bringit. Good to see you. Yes, thanks for stopping in. Oh, and then LaBelle saying, thank you for raising my mood. I had a real downer. Tomorrow I will clean up the house and then pick up the needles again. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let me see. I'm losing my chat. Yeah, my phone's going snoring. But good to see you. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Yeah, and try to get out in the sun if you can find it. Because that really does help. Just go out there and take a walk and sort of, enjoy a little bit of nature and get the blood kind of pumping through your body a little bit. And that you will feel much better, I think. And even when today was like dark and dreary, and I think it rained like all day yesterday. And, I just tried to walk just a little bit, even in the house, just to kind of get stuff moving. And I think that all helps you. You know what I mean? And LaBelle said, if God had wanted us to live off fast food, he would have designed our digestive systems differently. That is correct. Yes. Here goes another one. Satay. It's really good food, more like snack. Ooh, now let me see what that is. Let's see. Satay. I've seen that word. Let me see what that one is. I'm gonna double check. See, I got this other thing going here. But that tom yum sounds good. Yeah. Satay. I think I may have had that. Let's see. Have I had satay? Ooh. Let's see. That one is. Oh, it's skewered and grilled meat. Oh, that sounds great. Served with a sauce. All right. But that's Indonesian also. That looks really good. Mm-mm. Look at this picture. I'll show you this picture real quick. See if I can get this in here. Look at that. This is some Wikipedia. That looks so good. Woo! Yeah, that looks delicious. But I do like international food, so I'm all over that. Okay, so that calls my name right there. Now, what's in the sauce? It looks hot. I see red. Beautiful, yummy, right? Oh yeah, and Miss Donia hates fast food. That's good. And then Jersey Steph says, I'm going to go, Kelly. It was a pleasure. Got to get a shower and clean dishes and work tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. LaBelle saying, enjoy a little bit of nature. We are having so much fun, I think. Oh, I have to wear a scuba diving suit from the door to the car. Oh, wow. Oh, that rain. Okay, gotcha. And then, oh, okay, Dolly saying, tap the screen like I did. Okay, Ryu. Yep. That sounds good. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, listen, it's you made a very painful afternoon much better. Because I was doing the same thing. I was like, "Whoa, this is bad." It's been kind of a weird, it's been a weird day. And I was hoping that it was going to be better. Like when you see Friday the 13th coming, you go, "I'm going to be positive and pray that this is going to go well." And then this got a little weird. Yeah. We got Emotion New Soul. Hello. Good to see you. Hey, hey, I bring it. Hello, chat. Yes, and bye, Jersey Steph. Have a blessed day. That's what Dolly's saying. Good to see you, Miss Dolly. And hello, Emotion New Soul. Yep. And then LaBelle saying, Jersey Steph. Jersey Love Steph. I read Edgar Allan Poe today. Oh, no. And found his stories uplifting. That's what I mean with a dark cloud. Wow. Yeah, he's a little dark, LaBelle, I would say. Just a skosh. You got to do something a little happier than Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, that was an interesting fella, for sure. All right, but listen, make sure you eat fresh, cook at home when you can. Yes, best ending to a weird day. Yes, Moises, that's right. It was crazy, right? Yeah, and so have a great weekend. I don't know what we're doing, but we may pop up and do some weird shopping. And this is my weird motivation. I was thinking about giving yourself grace when you're having problems and you need space and time. So let yourself, if you're in a bad way, give yourself time and space to heal yourself and do not apologize for that. And that's what I was talking about the other day. I thought I turned that off, but there it is. Yep. And yes, and LaBelle saying, yes, he is dark and I found it uplifting. That's how dark my cloud can be. Wow. Yes. And it's been right today, right? You saying, LOL diddler to food. Wow, I know. These are funny. Yeah, these live streams are crazy. I mean, they're very interesting. I said, see, open forum is interesting, right? And then Miss Donia said, we like to cook. That's correct. So, like I said, hopefully I'll get back to the pies. I'm going to try to, show you how to do that crust. so you don't have to buy it. And it's not that hard. Oh, well, the bell. Just just Google DIDDY and let the let the internet just tell you the whole story. But that's what people are talking about, and then you'll see what we're talking about. Yeah, it's like way too much. And Ryu's laughing. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Oh, yes, that guy. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. So there's that. But anyway, he's just a small. I hate to say a small symptom, but he's a small symptom of a bigger situation that's going on in the Hollywood and the music scene. So there's that. All right. And on that note, thank you guys so much for. Yeah, he's a symptom. That's correct. Yeah, and he's a small fry, I think, in the whole thing. I think he's the fall guy actually, but he's not the only one that's out there being weird. Okay, but anyway, have a happy week. Yes, exactly. That's what Moses is saying. Yeah. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks so much for the support. It's been great. Okay, thank you so much, Ryu. And bye, everybody. Thanks for the company. I'm feeling much better. Me too. I love it. And good to see you, Emotion New Soul. It's always a pleasure. And I haven't seen him in a long time. All right, now. He's a music guy. So, yeah, check him out. Thanks so much. All right. So, peace and love, and take care of yourselves because it's really important. All right. Bye bye.